Settle into your bed, let the weight of the day slip away, and allow your mind to rest. Picture a quiet evening where the air is warm and still, and the stars are just beginning to glow in a deep indigo sky. There's no need to rush tonight, no need to hold on to worries. Let your breathing slow, your shoulders soften, and imagine yourself lying on a soft mat. The faint rustle of palm leaves in the breeze lulling you into calm. Tonight, we're going to wander through a faraway time to the land of Mesopotamia, where ancient rivers flowed and temples stood like gentle giants against the horizon. This is a story of quiet moments, of whispered prayers, and of lives lived in harmony with the earth and the gods. Close your eyes if you wish, and let this tale carry you to a place where time feels soft and endless. Mesopotamia, the land cradled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was a world of gentle rhythms. Thousands of years ago, in cities like Uruk, and Babylon, people built towering temples called ziggurats, their sun-baked bricks glowing under the golden sun. These were places of peace, where priests and priestesses tended to the gods with care, and where ordinary people came to offer their hopes and dreams. Can you imagine it? The faint scent of incense drifting through the air, the soft murmur of a river nearby, and the steady hum of life all around. Let's walk together through these quiet temples, lingering on the small details, the flicker of an oil lamp, the cool touch of stone, the rustle of a priest's robe. This is a story to help you drift, to let your mind float like a reed boat on a calm stream. As dawn breaks over the city of the first light touches the ziggurat of Nana, the moon god casting long, soft shadows across the temple courtyard. The air is cool, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and blooming tamarisk trees. The temple is quiet now, but soon it will hum with gentle activity. Priests and priestesses move slowly, their sandals whispering against the stone, as they prepare for the day's rituals. The ziggurat, with its wide, stepped terraces, feels like a bridge between earth and sky, its bricks warm from years under the Mesopotamian sun. Can you hear it? The soft trickle of water from a nearby canal, flowing steadily, carrying life to the fields of barley beyond. The people of believed their gods lived in these temples, watching over the city with quiet care. Each morning, the priests would climb the ziggurat steps to offer food and drink to the gods. Statues, freshly baked bread, sweet dates, and cool water drawn from the river. These offerings were a way of sharing, a way of saying, "We are here, and we are thankful." Picture a priestess arranging a cedar table with care, her hands steady as she places a clay bowl of dates, their sweetness mingling with the faint smoky scent of incense. The table is smooth, worn by years of use, and the air feels still, as if the world is pausing to breathe. There's no hurry here, only the slow rhythm of devotion, the gentle cadence of a life in balance. As the sun climbs higher, the temple courtyard begins to stir. A priest lights an oil lamp, its small flame flickering in the morning breeze, casting a warm glow on the smooth clay walls. The lamp's light dances, soft and steady, like a heartbeat. Nearby, a group of scribes gathers in a shaded corner, their reed styluses scratching gently on clay tablets. They record the temple's offerings, the gifts brought by farmers and merchants, baskets of grain, jars of sesame oil, and bundles of woven reeds. The sound of their work is soothing, a quiet rhythm like the patter of rain on a roof. Can you imagine it? The faint rustle of palm fronds overhead, the murmur of voices blending with the hum of the city waking up. The temple was more than a place of worship. It was the heart of the community. People came here not just to pray, but to meet, to trade, to share stories under the shade of date palms. A woman arrives with a basket of barley, her offering for the goddess Inanna. She moves slowly, her footsteps light on the stone path, her face calm as she places her gift at the altar. The priests receive it with a nod, their voices low and kind, offering a blessing in return. The air feels warm now, carrying the scent of baked clay and blooming flowers, and the world seems to move in a gentle, unhurried dance. As midday approaches, the temple grows quieter, the heat of the sun encouraging a slower pace. The priests retreat to the cool shade of the temple's inner chambers, where the air is heavy with the scent of myrrh and cedar. Inside, the walls are adorned with carvings of reeds and stars, their lines worn soft by time. A priestess pours water into a wide clay basin, her hands steady, the sound of the water like a soft sigh. This water, drawn from the sacred river, will be used in the evening rituals, a symbol of life and renewal. Can you hear it? The faint drip of water, the distant coo of a dove perched on the ziggurat's edge. The temple's inner rooms are places of quiet work. Some priests weave linen for the gods' statues, their fingers moving with practiced ease, the loom's gentle creak blending with the hum of the courtyard outside. Others polish the bronze vessels used in ceremonies, their surfaces gleaming like the river under moonlight. These tasks are done with care, each movement a small act of devotion. The temple feels alive, not with noise or haste, but with the steady rhythm of hands at work, of lives dedicated to keeping the gods close. Imagine lying in the shade, the air cool against your skin, the world soft and distant. As the afternoon sun begins to soften, the temple courtyard comes alive again. Families from the city arrive, their voices low and respectful, bringing small offerings, a handful of figs, a clay figurine, a woven mat. A child tugs at his mother's hand, pointing at the ziggurat steps, his eyes wide with wonder. The priests greet them warmly, their robes swaying as they move, their words gentle like the breeze. The courtyard is a place of connection where the sacred and the everyday meet. Can you picture it? The soft rustle of leaves, the faint chime of a bronze bell hanging near the altar. The people of Mesopotamia saw their temples as homes for the gods, but also as places to seek guidance. A farmer might come to ask for a good harvest, a mother for her child's health. The priests listened, their faces kind, offering prayers or small rituals to carry these hopes to the heavens. The air is warm now, but a cool breeze drifts from the river, carrying the scent of wet reeds and earth. The temple feels like a sanctuary, a place where worries are set aside, where the world feels steady and safe. Imagine sitting under a palm tree, the shade cool, the world quiet except for the soft hum of life around you. As evening approaches, the temple prepares for its nightly rituals. The air grows cooler and the sky turns a deep, dusky blue. Priests light more oil lamps, their flames casting a soft glow across the courtyard, like stars brought down to earth. A priestess chants softly, her voice low and melodic, carrying prayers to the gods. The words are ancient, their meaning woven into the rhythm of the chant, like a lullaby for the city. Can you hear it? The faint crackle of a fire nearby, the soft hum of the priestess's voice blending with the evening breeze. The evening rituals are simple but profound. The gods' statues, dressed in fine linen, are presented with a meal, bread, wine, and roasted barley, arranged with care on a polished table. The priests move slowly, their hands steady, as if each gesture is a prayer in itself. The temple feels alive, but not with noise. Its life is in the quiet, in the flicker of flames, in the gentle rustle of robes. The people who linger in the courtyard watch in silence, their faces calm, their hearts light. Imagine standing there, the air cool against your skin, the world wrapped in a soft, comforting hush. As night falls, the temple grows still, the stars now bright above the ziggurat. The priests and priestesses finish their rituals, their footsteps soft as they move through the courtyard. A lone priest climbs the ziggurat steps, carrying a small lamp to the shrine at the top. The light flickers, casting shadows on the ancient bricks, each one laid by hands long gone. The shrine is small, a simple room with a statue of the god, its eyes gleaming in the lamplight. Can you imagine it? The faint rustle of the night breeze, the distant call of a night bird, the world quiet and at rest. The priest stands before the statue, offering a final prayer, his voice barely a whisper. The words are simple, asking for protection, for peace, for the city to thrive under the god's care. The temple feels like a heartbeat, steady and calm, connecting the people to something larger than themselves. Down below, the courtyard is empty now, the lamps burning low, their light soft against the stone. The river flows nearby, its gentle murmur a constant companion to the temple's silence. Imagine lying on a rooftop, the stars above you, the air cool, the world wrapped in a blanket of peace. The temple rests now, but its presence lingers, a quiet anchor for the city. The priests and priestesses retire to their chambers, their day's work done. In the silence, you can imagine the faint crackle of a fire burning low, the scent of cedar lingering in the air. The ziggurat stands tall, its silhouette a dark, comforting shape against the starry sky. The people of sleep, their dreams filled with the gods, the rivers, the fields that sustain them. The temple is more than stone and clay. It's a place where hopes are held, where the past and present meet in a gentle embrace. The daily life of the temple was simple yet rich with meaning. Priests tended gardens of herbs and flowers, their hands brushing against soft leaves as they worked. Scribes recorded the seasons, the floods, the stars, their tablets a quiet record of time. Families brought their offerings, not out of duty, but out of love for their gods and their community. Can you picture it? The slow rhythm of life, the soft hum of voices, the gentle flow of the river nearby. The temple was a place to pause, to breathe, to feel connected to something eternal. As we linger in the quiet of the temple, let's imagine a morning long ago, when a young priestess begins her day. She rises before dawn, her room cool and dim, the air carrying the faint scent of river water. She slips on her linen robe, its fabric soft against her skin, and steps into the courtyard, where the first light is just touching the ziggurat's bricks. Her task is to tend the sacred garden, a small patch of earth where tamarisk and myrtle grow. Her hands move gently, pulling weeds, watering the plants, the sound of her work a soft whisper in the stillness. Can you hear it? The faint rustle of leaves, the distant coo of a dove, the world waking slowly. The garden is a place of peace, a reminder that the temple is part of the earth, not separate from it. The priestess hums softly as she works, a melody passed down through generations, its notes blending with the breeze. She pauses to look at the ziggurat, its steps leading upward, a path to the gods. Her heart feels light, her work a quiet offering. The temple is a place where every task, no matter how small, is part of a larger rhythm, a way of keeping the world in balance. The temple's day continues, each moment flowing into the next, like the river outside its walls. A scribe sits in the shade, his reed stylus moving slowly across a clay tablet, recording the gifts brought to the temple, a basket of dates, a jar of honey, a bundle of reeds. His work is careful, deliberate, the scratches of his stylus a soft rhythm in the warm air. Nearby, a priest polishes a bronze vessel, its surface gleaming like the sun on water. The temple is a place of small, steady tasks, each one a thread in the tapestry of devotion. Can you imagine it? The faint clink of bronze, the rustle of palm leaves overhead, the air warm and still. The people of Mesopotamia believed their gods were part of their daily lives, not distant or unreachable. The temple was where they came to feel close to them, to share their joys and worries. A merchant might bring a small clay figurine, a gift for the goddess Ishtar, hoping for a safe journey. A mother might offer a handful of grain, praying for her family's health. The priests received each offering with care, their voices soft, their hands gentle. The temple was a place of trust, of quiet connection, where the world felt whole. As the afternoon fades, the temple courtyard grows quiet again. The sun is lower now, casting long shadows that stretch across the stone. A priestess sweeps the courtyard, her broom moving in slow, rhythmic strokes, the sound like a gentle whisper. She pauses to light an oil lamp, its flame small but steady, a beacon in the softening light. The air carries the scent of baked clay and blooming jasmine, and the world feels calm, as if it's settling into rest. Can you hear it? The faint rustle of the broom, the distant murmur of the river, the temple breathing in the quiet. The temple was a place of balance, where every task had its place, every moment its purpose. The priests and priestesses worked together, their lives intertwined with the gods and the city. They believed that by caring for the temple, they cared for the world itself, keeping the seasons turning, the rivers flowing, the crops growing. It was a simple belief, but a profound one, woven into every offering, every prayer, every quiet moment. Imagine sitting in the courtyard, the air warm, the world soft, the temple a steady presence around you. As evening deepens, the temple prepares for its final rituals of the day. The air grows cooler, and the stars begin to appear, faint at first, like whispers in the sky. A priest climbs the ziggurat steps, his robe swaying gently, a clay tablet tucked under his arm. He's recording the stars, their positions a map of the god's will. The night is quiet, save for the soft rustle of reeds by the river and the faint crackle of a fire burning low in the courtyard. Can you picture it? The stars above, the lamps glow below, the temple a bridge between earth and sky. The star watching was a sacred task, one the priests took seriously. They believed the heavens held messages, guidance for the city's future. The priest moved slowly, his eyes tracing the constellations, his stylus marking the tablet with care. Each scratch is a prayer, a way of listening to the gods. Down in the courtyard, the last visitors linger, their voices soft, their faces lit by the glow of lamps. The temple feels like a home, a place where the world makes sense, where the night is a blanket of peace. The temple is nearly silent now, the night deep and still. The priests and priestesses have finished their work, their footsteps fading as they retire to their chambers. A single lamp burns in the courtyard, its light soft against the stone, casting gentle shadows. The ziggurat stands tall, its bricks cool under the starlight, a silent guardian over the sleeping city. The air carries the faint scent of myrrh and river water, and the world feels wrapped in a gentle hush. Can you hear it? The soft murmur of the river, the distant call of a night bird, the temple at rest. The people of Mesopotamia believed their temples were eternal, a link between their lives and the gods who watched over them. Even in the quiet of night, the temple felt alive, its presence a comfort to the city. The priests' prayers, the offerings, the careful tasks of the day, they all wove together to create a sense of peace, a belief that the world was in balance. Imagine lying under the stars, the air cool, the temple's silhouette a steady presence, its quiet strength carrying you into dreams. As we leave the quiet temples of Mesopotamia, let your mind linger on their calm, their steady presence under the stars. The ziggurat stands tall, its steps leading upward, a path to dreams. The river flows gently, its murmur a lullaby for the city. The priests and priestesses rest, their work done, their prayers rising like incense to the heavens. Can you feel it? The soft breeze, the faint crackle of a distant fire, the world settling into a deep, peaceful sleep. This land of ancient rivers and quiet temples is a place to rest, to let go of the day's worries. The people of Mesopotamia lived their lives with care, their days filled with small, meaningful tasks, offering bread to the gods, tending gardens, watching the stars. Their world was one of balance, of connection, of quiet devotion. As you lie there, let your breathing slow. Let your thoughts drift like a reed boat on a calm river. The temples are still there in the past, standing silent under the same stars that shine above you now. Let their peace carry you. Let their stillness wrap you in calm. There's no need to hold on to anything now. The night is here, soft and gentle, ready to guide you into sleep. Imagine the ziggurat's shadow, the flicker of a lamp, the rustle of reeds by the river. Let these images fade, let your mind soften, and let sleep come like a warm, quiet tide. Good night, and may your dreams be as peaceful as the temples of Mesopotamia.